Okay, so we're back for hopefully what is part two and the final for my look that I'm doing. I was talking to my best friend the other day and she informed me that scary things can't be mermaids. So she was like, sounds more like a siren. So I guess that's what we're changing this to. Although there are some very scary depictions of mermaids. So I really wanted to find some teeth that I thought would look siren-y. And I really struggled to find some that didn't look really stupid. So I don't even know. I'm going to go through the process with the teeth and the color change that I'm going to do for them. But just be mindful that it may not be in the final look. It depends on how goofy they look. The goal is to, I don't know, ooh and ah and not go, oh God, that looks really dumb. So these are the teeth. But if you notice, this is how big they make my cheeks or the front of my mouth. Well, it kind of feel, but they're also way too white. So I've got a little paintbrush and some orange and maybe pink and blue. We'll see what colors I come up with. And I'm going to basically just try to make them look a little less clean with food coloring because I felt like that made the most sense in my head. So we'll start with orange and we'll go from there. We will see. We will see. So I just diluted it with some water, and this is gel food coloring, so we'll see if it even like sticks. I may have to do it without the water breakdown. We'll see. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a little too liquidy. That's okay. Live and learn, right? So I'm gonna take the gel straight on my brush. Hope it doesn't leak everywhere because this stuff is a nightmare. I'm just kind of, yeah, it goes on a little bit better. I figure, so my thought process with orange was if it faded onto the white, it would look a little yellowy in color, which so far is true. And then the other thing I'm going to do when I add my blood to my face is I'm going to add it to the teeth as well. So worst case, it just looks like I just took a bite out of somebody. Again, that's if they get used. I'm not entirely convinced that that's what's going to happen. But the good thing is I do have the fan on because, again, this is like the hottest room in the house. So I'm hoping by the time I'm ready for these, they will be dry because my goal is to finish this tonight. Okay, so this is what my teeth look like. Very orange, I know, but it's going to fade as it dries, and I'm going to add the blood. So I'm hoping it'll be enough of an effect that I'll be able to, like, get in my, like, what I'm picturing in my head is hopefully how it's going to turn out. All right. Okay. So, the next thing, and this is the part that I am the most worried about. I am absolutely terrified that this is not going to work, which is going to be my scales. So I have my adhesive that I'm going to use, tweezers, so I don't get that stuff all over my face. I mean, all over my face, all over my hands. And then I have my 2 different size little scales that I'm going to be doing. I went ahead and did my normal face makeup, and then I'm going to use alcohol wipes to wipe off the spots where the scales are going to go. And the reason I did it that way is because I didn't want to have to navigate around the scales with makeup, because then if I get makeup on them, I have to try to clean them off. It seemed to make more sense in my head to do it this way. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to pull my, I'm separating my size really quick. So I've got the little bitty ones and then the big ones. I think the only reason I'm concerned these won't work out is because there is a small part, that one looks like shit. Boop. There's a small part of me that is a little concerned that these are still too thick and that I should have, in fact, done them thinner. But, you know, here we are. I really didn't want to redo them at this point, mostly because I was just glad they turned out to begin with. So I've got my big ones and my little ones. I'm going to do the big ones, you know, primarily around up here. And then I'll do the smaller ones kind of like closer to my eye. This is, for the record, not product placement. I really just, really really like Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and people love me enough to buy them for me for gifts and stuff because I'm not paying that price for this. So this is my only hand mirror, so this is what I have to use to do this. So let's see, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so 7 and 8, give or take. 2, 4, 6, 7. All right, and then 4, 8. Push those off to the side. I messed up enough of them that it still ended up being even. Good for me. All right, so I'm going to flip them over and attempt to do this. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This is the part, again, that I'm the most nervous about. If I can get this to work out the way that I want it to, then the makeup and the blood and everything else is going to come together. I'm not really that worried about that piece of it. So, all right, so we're going to go in with our Jomi adhesive. Maybe. There we go. Sorry, I had to get it started, which I think I had to do last time. All right, so let's think about this. Placement here. Try and get an idea of what this is going to look like. The backs are still sticky, so okay. So I think the biggest thing I'm going to try to do is not get it in my hair, although Rick did say that it wasn't bad when I got it in his hair, so that's good. So I'm going to take this to the back of these. The reason they stuck is because they're still like a little bit, they're still a little sticky from the way I made them. Live and learn, right? I forgot I still had one on my head. I wonder, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I wonder if this is one of those things where it's going to end up looking better far away than up close. I guess we shall see, we shall see. Okay, so the first part of it is done. I just have to do the other side. Two things. One, next time I won't use acrylic paint. I'll have to find a different kind because it's flaking off pretty bad with the adhesive and stuff. However, up close it just kind of looks like it's decaying. Like it doesn't look like, you know. Anyway, maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better. I did not do the alcohol pads to take off the makeup on that side of my face. However, it's sticking pretty well. And my theory is that because I'm only going to be doing it for this video and then I'll be taking it off, it's probably okay. But if you were to do this and you hadn't done it before, you always want to use an alcohol pad on your face. It makes everything stick better because it's sticking to a clean surface instead of something with a texture or like powder and makeup like what I already have on. So anyway, these are what my teeth look like so far. They still look very orange. I'm probably going to go over them with blue. Okay, so be back after the second half is done. So I'm not as happy with the left side as I am the right side. I feel like the right side looks a lot more balanced. But I think part of my mistake was probably using my eyes as a shape to kind of match. And I think the reason that that's a mistake is because for those of you who do wear makeup, your eyes are not the same. Even if they look the same, they're not. So I think that part was where I kind of like made this look more clumpy than the other side, but whatever. Yeah, the right side looks a lot better than the left side. We'll just take pictures from this side, it'll be fine. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do really quick before I do my makeup and my blood effects is I'm gonna go over my teeth with a different color. I'm going to add a little bit of blue I don't even know what that's going to look like. But like I said, worst case, we don't use teeth. So I'm just going to, oh, that's way too much. Good Lord. That's a lot. Okay. It's fine. This is too wet. All right. I'm going to do the blue primarily on like the tops of the teeth and the gummy looking area. Kind of get like a green, gross, decay kind of looking situation. Because again, I'm going to put blood on the teeth once I get like, damn, I am like super heavy with this for some reason. Okay, so then that's going to be like the final. I have black food coloring, but I feel like black would be a bit much for what I'm, attempting here. I'll put some in the middle so it doesn't look as like, all right, so that's what the teeth look like. We're gonna let it dry and move on with our lives. All right, so this next part, I'm gonna do my makeup, make blood. Maybe I'll do the blood. I'll do the blood first. So I'm going to use the same recipe I've been using for blood because it works really well. I am going to splatter some on the, I have to find it. I don't remember what it is. I am going to splatter some on the seashells. I was going to put some on the netting originally, but the netting is so dark and the crown is black. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. So I'll be right back with the recipe for that. Na, 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 na. All right. So, is it teaspoon? Oh, okay. I was like, something requires a damn tablespoon. All right, so 1 teaspoon of flour. Just a little bit off of my tablespoon because that's what I grabbed. God, that made a big ass mess. Damn, I should have worn my apron. I don't know what I was thinking. I get so focused on getting set up and then I don't do what I need to do for that part. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of red. Okay. Tablespoon of this. And then 1 drop of blue to make it dark. Oh God. Well, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Purple. God damn it. I put way too much blue. I have an alternative. Oh, work hard or work smart, not hard, ladies and gents. Just gonna clean all this shit out really quick. Booyah. Done. I can fix it. Now I have another wipe. I cannot believe I did that. That blue is atrocious. Shit. I need paper towels. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay. Okay. be able to make this in my sleep by the time, you know, I'm done with all this stuff. One drop. Okay. I think I'm not putting enough red in. I was trying to judge it based on what I thought it was supposed to be, considering I didn't want to go get another measuring cup spoon. Here we go. That's better. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I just wasn't using enough red. I was like, fuck, this is still super blue. I'm gonna do a little bit more red. And then I'm gonna and then I'm gonna splatter it onto my shells and go from there. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. This, I'm telling you, this blood recipe is like super mega crazy on point. So what I want to do here, let's start my brush off fresh. Okay, so if you'll remember, this is my crown. I'm still not really happy with this way this is hanging. I wonder if I could just slide it up here and make, oh shit, and make it stay. It's just too low for my liking. Like, I don't like how low it's hanging. I've tried to glue it, but it's the heaviest of them. Oh, that's much better. There we go. That's better. Okay. So, because I want to splatter it, just gonna set this on a paper towel because it's gonna make a big ass mess, and put it upside down so I can actually get to them. And then I'm gonna take my blood and my water like so. And just flick the shit out of my paintbrush. Okay. Cool. All right, so with blood aside for later. I'm going to move my crown over to the side and let it dry upside down like that so all the stuff looks splattered and will stay splattered instead of like falling into the crown. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to do is my makeup, which is hopefully going to be the easiest part. Guess we'll see, won't we? My hands are super sticky from the corn syrup. And it's kind of bothering me. So here we go. All right. So, all right. As far as what I'm going to do for a makeup look, I'm going to use teals, blues, and whites to create what I hope is going to be an awesome look. So let's see how it goes. Okay, well, here we are, right? I'm gonna go do something with my hair really quick, put my crown on, and we will wrap up this look, and we'll see if the teeth work out. They look kind of gross. So yeah, so I'll be right back. So this is our final look. The teeth look stupid, so we didn't use them. Did a little bit of blood around my mouth and in my teeth, just a little bit, just enough to kind of get like a little bit of a feel for the goth side of it. So this is my, there's a cat moving my camera. Stop, where are you? Okay, so this is my summer Siren look. I had a lot of anxiety about this project, mostly because I've never done the scales before, and I think they turned out pretty good. Like, keeping in mind when you're watching these, everything that I'm doing for the first time. So I feel like I'm doing okay. And my My crown is cool looking, I think. My makeup is on point. Like, I think we're happy. I'm happy. Trying to think of what I would do differently. Would not get a heavy crown. So it has places for bobby pins, but it's very hard to see where to put them. So without having somebody here to put bobby pins in for me, have it just sitting very carefully on my head. And I do have pieces of my hair pulled back so you can see the scales. If you do makeup like this, or if you like wearing false lashes, highly recommend Glamnetic. Expensive, but freaking worth it. You saw it. It took me like 2 seconds to put these bitches on. So yeah, so this is my my summer Siren look. I don't have a fun outfit. I'm not there yet with you guys. We're not that close yet. Working on it. So yeah, so this is it. That's all I have. Hope you guys learned something, laughed maybe. Maybe think it's cool. I don't know. I have no idea. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I'm gonna let me know if you'd like to see more like stuff like this. I really like making things and like coming up with looks and monstery type things. Big fan of it. So yeah, let me know. Anyway, that's all I have for this one. So I will hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.